Animal Crossing New Horizons took the world by storm, to its addicting gameplay, or to their cute villagers, because these villagers are very cute. A lot of people agreed that this was a great return to Animal Crossing. But as a lot of people would know about Animal Crossing, you have to make money so that you can get out of debt from Tom Nook. So here's top 10 money-making methods that can actually pretty much help you. And if methods that you use aren't on this list, yeah, sorry, you can keep using those. These are just things that can help you out a little bit more. So here is top 10 ways to make 100,000 bells in one day. Let's get on to the list. Money trees. Now the reason why this is at number 10 is because it takes a couple of days, so I don't really know if this counts, but on the day that you get it, you do get quite the profit. What happens is every day you'll find 1 or 2 glowing spots inside of your island. Now when you dig those up, you'll get 1,000 bells. But here's the catch. If you plant in 10,000 bells, the next day, well, not the next day, 4 days after that, you will get 30,000 bells. So triple the amount that you got before. Now, this is a pretty good money-making method, but again, I don't know if it counts because it's not in one day. But it's at number 10 because a lot of these can help you get them pretty quickly. So, yeah, hopefully this works out for you. Let's just move on to number 9. Bell vouchers. Now, first you have to pay off your first home loan, but that you can easily do by just getting Nook Miles, and Nook Miles are basically just, you do stuff and you get Nook Miles for them. But you can buy bell vouchers when you get the Redeem Nook Miles section in that ATM. Now, after you get that, then you can just get bell vouchers, which, say you had like 10,000 Nook Miles, which should be pretty easy to get because you have Nook Miles Plus after you pay off your first home loan. So, after doing that, it should be pretty easy because you can just use 500 bells to get bell vouchers, which will give you a good 1,000 bells each time you do that. So say you bought like 50 of that, which would be about 10,000 Nook Miles. So if you wanted 50,000 bells, you could just pay 10,000 Nook Miles, which is a lot, but hey, it's still a money-making method. But this one you can actually do in one day, so I think that this counts more than the last one, so this is why it's at number 9. So on to number 8. Still not the best money-making method, but I'm going to get on to the good ones in just a second. Nook Miles tickets. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You can't sell Nook Miles tickets, which, yeah, is true, but they can actually really help you because they can take you to different islands where you can get different materials, and also you can get something else from other islands, which I'm going to keep a secret because that's going to be something for another story on sooner in the list. But, yeah, remember, you can do a lot of things, like if you go to Bamboo Island, you can sell the bamboo that you get from chopping the trees. You get quite a bit from that. And yeah, they're pretty interesting techniques that you can use. Look up another YouTube video on how to use them, especially the one that I'm using for footage right here, because this is actually a pretty nice video. But yeah, you can just watch this video, figure out what you need to do. Costs 2,000 Nook Miles, so keep that in mind. But let's go on to the next one. Rare Fish Island. Now, I know this has something to do with Nook Miles tickets, but just because it's another island doesn't mean it doesn't count. So, this one, it shows more of the rare fish, as the name suggests, but here's the catch. The biggest fish, the rare fish, are actually very expensive. In the footage that this guy just had, he got a string fish, which at the time was worth 15,000 bells. So as you can tell, if you catch multiple of those, you will be rich. So, yeah, that's all I got for Rarefish Island. But there's something that's after that that's pretty neat. Rare Flower Island. Now, this one is a little bit different, but what this does is it attracts better butterflies. Stuff like the Queen Alexandra's birdwing and the Emperor Butterfly, which the Emperor Butterfly sells for about 3,200, and the Queen Alexandra's birdwing sells for 4,200. Now, yeah, if you can fill up on an inventory of those, you'll end up with at least 200,000 bells, which is definitely enough to get out of debt. So, yeah, if you find this island, you are very lucky, and make sure to fill up your inventory as quickly as possible so that you can go sell those bad boys. And I'd recommend doing this, but you'll figure it out in a second what I'm talking about. Flick. Now, you do have to wait for the bug off to happen, or he'll just visit you on a pretty kind of rare day. Flick will buy your bugs for 1.5 times the amount that they were usually worth. So say you got a bug that was 1,000 bells, then he would give you 1,500 bells, because that's kind of how math works. But yeah, Flick is a really good way to make money, especially for the other reasons that I'm gonna give you later. So let's just go on to the next one, I guess. CJ. He's not much. He's just sort of the same as Flick. He buys your bugs for 1.5 times their price, which, again, doesn't sound like much, but is actually pretty good when you get like fish and stuff like that, which again is gonna be pretty cool the next time it's in the video. So Wasps. Now, yeah, you have to shake trees to get them, and they're kind of hard to get used to, but these bad boys will sell for 2,000 each, and at least 3 wasp nests can fall out of the trees each day. So that's 6,000 bells each day. And if you sell them to Flick, then that means that you get, here, let me see, you get 9,000 bells every single day if you sell them to Flick every single day, which is impossible, but hey, you'll still get a lot of bells from it. Scorpions/tarantulas. Now, you can't get tarantulas anymore in the northern hemisphere. You can still get them in the southern hemisphere, I think. But, like, they're not the easiest to catch, I'll admit that. But they sell for at least 6,000 each. So if you stay there for a little while and catch a little bit of tarantulas or scorpions, well, technically just scorpions in the northern hemisphere, then those tarantulas will, they will show up a little bit more, and you can fill up your inventory with them, and after filling up your inventory with them, you can sell them for at least 400,000 bells, and that's probably just if you give it to Flick, so you can get a lot from just making a tarantula island on another island. So, yeah. Sharks. Now, these things spawn more frequently than scorpions. The hammerhead shark will cost 6,000. Whale shark will cost about 8,000. And I think the saw shark will sell for about 10,000. And the great white shark is the most expensive at 12,000. But remember, you can get 50% of that if you sell it to Flick. You'll basically know that it's that by a fin in the water. But here's a little bit of a chance that it will be a suckerfish. I haven't had too much luck on suckerfish, but just keep hunting for those fins and you'll find it. But remember, if it's before 4 p.m., then it's not a shark. That was the list. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the list. Sorry at number 1. I sounded a little bit tired, and right now I sound a little bit tired. That's because it's 11:23 in the morning. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, I don't know, you can watch some of my other videos. Thank you for watching, and make sure to stay safe and wash your hands.
Now me oh, me now. Me na me oh.